I know you've booked quite a few jobs since you've arrived here, but before we get into those, I want to talk about, because you've been in the industry a long time,
Yeah.
and I want to hear about that. I do. I want to hear about that because we have a lot of younger people that are coming up that are moving into the industry, and I think it's good for them. I think they feel like, oh, there's a timeline, there's an age, there's a
No.
yeah.
Yeah. It's I did a day on the wild ones
Hmm.
last week, and there was professional ball players on there and new talent, a lot of new talent.
Yeah.
And they would ask like, hey, you talk to this guy, what do you got to do? What should they do? And I'm like, are you in a class? And they're like, well, no, I'm not getting a class. That's basic rule number one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that you say that because I studied with Eric Morris.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that name?
I don't.
From Los Angeles. I'm surprised because he's been there forever, and his claim to fame is having completed the method. The method movement. He was a Stanislavski guy, and Jack Nicholson was in class for 10 years with Eric before he booked Easy Rider.
Nice.
And I always tell people, I'm like, if Jack was in class for 10 years, how is it that actors think I go to class for 6 to 9 months or I do a weekend seminar, I buy a headshot and I'm an actor?
I studied with Howard Fine and then within his studio for many years and got my basic, understand how to do that and move forward. And then I've been with various teachers since. And right now, a friend of mine is teaching a class online through I didn't think it would work, through a teacher that she works with in LA and they have online.
Mm-hmm.
It works. We do repetition, and then we do scenes and it works. And it's not my favorite, but it keeps me sharp.
Right.
So I just got a scene for next week.
Mm-hmm.
So the process, I get it, I memorize it, I put it off to the side, and then I come back, memorize it again, then make my specifics, and then do class.
Did you start as a theatrical actor? Did you start in commercials? Everyone comes about this differently.
No, I started as a model.
Okay.
Actually, right?
That sounds like a guilty confession.
It is.
Yeah, because when you're an actor later, you don't want to tell anyone you're a model, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I started in Phoenix, and I was with Robert Black.
Got it.
And I went and did Milan and everything, and I knew I wanted to act.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't know how to get into that.
Right.
And then I got some introductions in California, LA, started going back and forth, and then moved over there. I am not a fan of theater, mainly because it scares the hell out of me.
Yeah.
I love film.
Right.
Television's its own beast, but film is like you're creative and you can do a different take every time, and or just whatever, and then
well, it's a different pace.
It's a different
people
pace.
Don't realize. I mean, and don't get me wrong, I definitely feel like they've shrunk film budgets and shrunk filming days.
Yeah.
I mean, I hear people now saying, I want to tackle a feature in 12 days. I'm like, 12 days?
I've seen it. It's ugly.
It's ugly. It's really tough. And you can do it, but that great work that a lot of us watch over and over again on those old clips on YouTube, they took 3 months.
Yeah.
If not 6.
Well, and you hear about, reshoots or certain scenes going hundreds of takes.
Right.
That just doesn't happen anymore.
Well, I'm not big on that. I am a kind of a Clint
No,
Eastwood
I don't want
fan.
that either.
Yeah, I like Kubrick would make you do it 90 times, but I like Clint's approach. Like, you hire the right people, you let them create the magic together, 2-3 takes. It's kind of what you get. If it's a great story, but setting up that timing and setting up the lighting and having it all be in the sweet spot, that's where you need the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the other thing too, is I was talking to this guy on set the other day, and I was just like, you come out, or I come out as an actor, and everybody greets you, and they walk you through hair and makeup, and they just kind of handle you.
Yeah.
And then you walk out like, yeah, which is great. But, somebody showed up, somebody did a location scout, somebody showed up and unloaded everything and got everything prepped and lit so that you can look good.
Absolutely.
And then when you're home, they're still packing out.
Absolutely.
So, I try whenever I talk to people, because I met a lot of people that it's like, me, I'm an actor, this thing is about me. Like, no, it's not, man.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah. It's, I think if you really keep that in mind, you can not have the ego.
Well, absolutely. I mean, it's an ensemble sport.
Yeah.
But
a lot of people don't think that.
I know. I understand that. And that's why as a family agency, we try to keep the family feeling and look for people that want to be part of a family.
Yeah.
Right away there are people who go, well, I don't know about the whole family thing. I want more of this. I go, well, that's because to me, filmmaking, what we do is a family effort. You have to have a lot of people coming together that really have good intentions.
Yeah.
And I think that's where you get the best work. I'm not saying that everyone's like that in the industry. And I've certainly had even agents outside of, before being in Arizona, I lived in New York and Los Angeles and was at a very big, powerful agency. And it was like, you speak when spoken to.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the attitude. But I feel like there's a change and it's a generational thing.
It really depends on the agency.
That's true too.
Yeah.
I
mean, my rule, I've seen so many people agency hop, trying to get their way up to whatever they think is going to be their best.
Magic agent. Yeah.
And I've seen people get there, and because they don't have the credits, they're somehow hip-pocketed there.
Yeah.
And then their career goes stale.
Yeah.
My requirements for an agent are that one, they got to be good, but two, that I can talk to them or text them and not feel like I'm a problem. I've been with agencies where it's like
you're an inconvenience.
You're an inconvenience. You're an afterthought, and which that's fine for them.
Right.
That's not for me. I've been with the same manager now. We were looking, I think, 18 years now.
Wow, that's amazing.
And he's great.
Yeah.
He actually came by my house the other day. It was nice.
I love it. I love it.
So that's it's just after being in the industry for a bit, I want to feel comfortable and like I'm working with people that I respect and they respect me. And exactly, it's that friendship or family.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. Do share a little bit about some of your wins. And I mean here, locally with Leighton Agency.
Well, okay, I have a spot running right now, Desert Financial.
Yeah.
And it's a fun spot. We shot it as 4 versions of me doing whatever, talking to myself.
You talk to yourself?
I talk to myself so much.
I think we all do.
Right?
Yeah.
But I got paid for it this time.
That's excellent.
That was a really nice spot and well done. And they had such a tight schedule, and I was like, I don't know if they can do this.
Yeah.
And they did it, and it was I'm very impressed with that. A lot of time, I have a lot of commercials running right now that I go, yeah, okay, that's fine. I did what I did, and that's how it came out.
Right.
Because whatever it is, this one came out really, really well done.
That's fantastic.
And then there's another one that I love, the Cardinals one. They gave me a page of dialogue. Kind of work on that. The day before, they said, oh, hey, we've rewritten everything. I'll get you the dialogue tomorrow morning. And we were shooting that night. And I was like, okay, I used to stress about that. But now I go, well, you better lower your expectations. Not that it's going to be, but like I lowered, okay, that's a little less stress for me.
Yeah.
But I got out there, we were solid. And the director was giving me line readings. And the reason why, and I have zero ego about that.
Yeah.
But particularly in this spot, because in this spot, I'm talking over a windstorm, but it's not there. And so I'm talking really loud and I'm screaming and blah, 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 blah. And it felt really over the top. They're like, yeah, that's great. And then I saw the spot and I was like, wow, it's all these visual effects. It's, the Cardinals. I believe it's what comes on before the game at the stadium.
I love it.
Yeah. It's cool. And I got to be like, rough and tough.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You got it. That's where, again, we go back to that ensemble feeling. You have to trust the direction you're receiving because you always don't know all the variables that are going to come into play.
Yeah.
And like I try to explain to people, we're clay, right? You're clay, and your job is to kind of allow yourself to be molded to fit this person's vision.
And if you got the job in the first place,
Yep.
then your essence, who you are, what you do is correct for it. And you just need some adjustments, by the director to say, hey, go more towards this. So I love direction. I love getting direction. That was a hard thing for me, was not getting direction, particularly in TV.
Right.
And I just had to talk myself through it and say, okay, if I'm not getting direction, that means I'm giving them what they want.
Do you feel like it's because there's not as much time? So it's kind of like, here, go, let's market. You're talking like co-star or even guest star?
Yeah, there's never time.
Yeah.
It's not a soap. Like soaps are insane.
Yeah.
But they're also like, okay, moving on, or great.
Right.
And as an actor, you're like, I'll do something different. Well,
right.
It's great.
Right.
Be
and more creative. Yeah.
More creative. But in, my career where I'm at with television, I slot in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not the lead right now, and I'm going to come in and deliver this information in this manner so that he can move to the next thing.
Right.
And as long as that comes out, and like soap, man, they give me anxiety. You don't want to be the guy that gets 2 takes because they're so slammed.
Yeah.
All day, just like, I remember I just doing General Hospital, and I'd done it, and then they're like, all right, go again. And then the AD looks at me and goes, it's for camera, man. I was like, oh, exactly.
Felt on the spot.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. It's cool. I appreciate you sharing those experiences, and reflecting on, the difference in the work and the difference in the approach. And, when I try to explain it to new actors coming up, they kind of understand, but I think that when you've been around longer, you just see it and you experience it for yourself. And because it's not just, I always say good acting's no acting, right? But there are styles. We had a wonderful musical theater actress that was on the podcast, and we were chatting with her, and her approach to creating a witch and how she goes about would be very different than what you might do for TV or commercial work, and also being a singer. And then you have dancers. And so we all as artists, can learn from each other and how we're approaching the craft and the creative process.
I know, absolutely. Absolutely. I did an Arizona tourism spot last year, and I had to dance. I don't dance.
That's probably why they liked you.
I know, they didn't, but it worked out. But it's funny because I can't sing and I can't dance, and I played a singer and danced, and I just don't know why they keep hiring me for that.
Well, it could be they're laughing at you. Maybe
yes, not with me. No, I get it, but no, it is interesting. I love watching other people's processes.
Yeah. Well, I just, these podcasts are a great time to sit down, get to know talent more one-on-one, and also just to share experiences and to build a community. And that's what we're about at the agency. And I want to thank you for your work so far. You're booking jobs, and as an agency, you're happy with that, but you're also a great guy.
Thank you.
And I hear nothing but good things about you.
I appreciate that.
I appreciate you coming out.
Well, thanks for having me.